What if you could win your pageant on easy mode and not hard mode? I know you may not believe me, but pageants are not that serious and they can be really, really fun if you stop prepping full of pressure and you start prepping with a plan. If you don't know me, my name is Megan Rhodes. I'm the CEO and founder of Powerhouse Pageantry, and we have been helping people prep peacefully for the last 10 years. In fact, I'm so confident in this strategy that you're about to learn today, and I'm so confident that it's going to be effortless and easy and effective and fun. Yes, pageant prep can actually be fun. I don't want you to dread it. That actually shut down my $500,000 annual coaching business to teach you this new framework. And at the end, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get this for less than $1,000. We sold this same program with high touch coaching for the last 6 years and sold it very, very successfully to about 100 clients a year for the last 6 years for $6,000. And now I'm giving you this whole system and we're going to have tons of fun together. So you'll definitely want to pay attention to this one. You'll definitely want to watch this multiple times. And I just want to show you that pageants are not that serious, okay? So the first thing that I want to show you guys today, and we're going to head to the whiteboard. It's going to be a ton of fun. Who's pumped listening to this? If you're watching this on YouTube, feel free to put the word fun in the chat so I can know that you're listening, because you guys, it's just literally not that serious. I promise you, okay? So the first thing that we need to start off with is this little graph here. This little graphy poo, okay? And this is the same framework that we've taught. I think we're over 500 now winners over the last literal decade, you guys. And I'm not kidding you. I'm so confident that this is going to help you. And I'm so excited about this that I shut down a $500,000 coaching business to completely change the model, because I wanted it to be effortless for me in terms of I wanted to like squish myself to provide the quickest, easiest, most fun pathway to you being successful. And also I wanted to be a millionaire while never taking a phone call ever again. So it benefits both of us, okay? So my actions are aligned to show you literally the most fun way to do this. And okay, why do I keep talking about fun, by the way? Because here's the deal, life is hard enough. Like I was telling my coaching students earlier today, I was like, yo, people are like hoping that they don't get blown up in countries right now. Like people are deciding whether the United States should go to war or not. And we are over here stressing about what evening gown I'm going to wear or how to answer a question. And I'm like, guys, it's just not that serious. It's just not that serious, okay? So here's the first, I have 2 drawings for you today. Get hyped because it's going to be super fun, okay? So I drew this in last week's video, but it's always good to have a refresher, okay? So let me make sure y'all can see this. So this is time. And this is results. Now, here's what I'm here to do, okay? The old way of coaching is I used to, not just me, but actually like every coach in the industry pretty much used to tell you that this is what it was going to look like. And it basically took forever to win your pageant. Ta-da! Crown. That crown looks like cereal. Okay, so they used to have to tell you that, oh my gosh, what's behind the curtain? There's all this that you don't know. And there is a lot that people don't know. That's a real thing. But here's the thing. How coaching used to work was people had a lot more time to go through a bunch of videos, and it was all about like what I can learn. And what I've just found is that people are really looking for a straight path to winning their pageant. And actually winning your pageant is not here. Winning your pageant is actually like here. Okay. So I want you just to go with me for a second. And this is just what I've learned, frankly. Again, I've coached thousands of people over the years. We've reached hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people with our podcast, the Powerhouse Podcast, which you're watching right now. And I've also been in ministry since I was like literally 5 years old, singing in front of thousands and thousands of people in an auditorium. I'm a chart topping songwriter and artist for my church. Like I have a lot of visibility to just like working with women. I'm a master certified neurolinguistic programming expert and coach. Like I've dedicated my life to the study of human performance specifically for women. And if you don't know me, that's because now 12 years ago, I couldn't even look in the mirror without having a mental breakdown because I hated myself so much. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't think that I could amount to anything in this world. And then I built a $500,000 annual coaching business, literally helping women and telling the devil I was going to make him pay every single day for trying to strip my identity and strip what I was called to do, which was speak into your life. So, it just it gets me emotional every single time. So now I'm on a mission to help thousands of you guys win your pageants. But here's the deal. Winning your pageant is literally here. Okay? I feel the Holy Spirit on this. Winning your pageant is here, and you need to realize this. You are going to go do so many other amazing things. This is what life looks like. Okay, let's say you get married. Let's say you have a baby. Let's say you get a promotion. Let's say you start a business. Let's say you make $1 million. Okay, let's say that you get to start public speaking and impacting lives. Then you become, in 40 years, you become a grandma, right? There's so many other things that you're going to do in your life. I really want you to vividly imagine pageants are just one blip on the thing. And if you don't know, I have another course, which I can link below as well, called Passive Income Freedom. I want to teach you how to fund your pageant. So every single dollar that you ever spend with me, I want to teach you how to use your gifts for God's glory, use your gifts to change the world. And so many of you guys already are. You literally already are. You're just not getting paid for it. So here's the thing, gas isn't free. Pageants aren't free. Let's teach you how to pay for it peacefully. And how you do that is through creating a digital product, one digital product that you can literally scale to $1 million, okay? So what's cool is the same way that I will teach, that I will sell you into my courses is the same thing that I'm going to teach you how to do to make money, okay? Now that could be a couple $100, or if you want to make hundreds of thousands of dollars, you can do that too. It's really simple, and it's through things that all y'all are already doing. You just don't know how to crack the code and make money with it, okay? So with Powerhouse Pageantry, with Megan Rhodes, two things: easily, effectively, effortlessly, I'm going to teach you how to win your pageant. And then I'm also going to teach you exactly how you can fund your pageant. And with those two things, you really can't lose, okay? So fund your pageant is here, win your pageant is here. Then we've got this whole other future of what I call becoming the Proverbs 31 woman, okay? And I have a different mentorship that you guys can join the waitlist for if you want. It's a different conversation. You can go to meganswansonrhodes.com/waitlist and join that. I only open it up a couple times a year, and I coach just a few people because, again, my goal is to have a completely clear schedule and talk to no one and make millions of dollars, but also be helping millions of people who actually get results while never even having to talk to me. How awesome is that, right? So this is the journey, okay? And so many of you guys are putting this pressure. You're literally sticking yourself in a microwave when it comes to this pressure cooker of competing in a pageant. And if y'all know, if you've ever cooked something in a pressure cooker, like a rice cooker, what happens at the end? It goes psst. Well, that's what's happening on the inside of you. And subconsciously, you're resisting this stuff regarding pageant prep because every year it turns, July, and it's the new pageant year or whatever, it's time for state. Your anxiety is through the roof. Your overthinking is through the roof, or you procrastinate and you go through this crazy up and down cycle of super energized and then depressed, and then super energized and then unmotivated. And I go to the gym and I'm doing 2-a-days, and then I don't go to the gym at all. And it's just not the way that things need to be done. And that's why we have to separate our identity from our achievements. Okay, so screenshot this, pause this video, and then I'm going to make you the second graphic, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can win your pageant on easy mode, not hard mode, because hard mode sucks. Okay, hard mode sucks. And it doesn't have to be that way. It doesn't have to be that way. How do I delete these things? I don't even know. Maybe we do a new one? No, I'll just move to a different part. Cool. We'll just move to a different part. This is my second day with an iPad, and I stole it from my husband. So, okay. So we're going to draw the triangle of greatness. If you don't know, my maiden name is Swanson. Whoever's seen Parks and Rec, the Swanson triangle of greatness, I resonate. Okay. So this is what this looks like, okay? This is how you win your pageant. How helpful that is just the tiniest font, the tiniest wording we've ever seen in our actual life. Win your pageant. Remember, winning isn't everything, but it is important, and it is the goal that we're going for right now, okay? So I'm going to teach you how you can easily, effortlessly, and effectively win your pageant, and it's going to be a blast, okay? So first, what are the things that cause us to not win a pageant, okay? So the first thing is we have it'd be cool if I used a pen. We have the wrong mindset, number one. Number two, we have inconsistent communication. So what does this mean? This means that one day we have a great interview, the next day we bomb it. One day we're feeling confident, the next day we're like, what am I doing? One day we're showing up on social media, we're doing our hair and makeup, we're consistently practicing. The next day I don't put in a lot of effort and I'm a completely different person online and in person, okay? That is inconsistent communication. Thirdly, we have weird behavior. So fun fact, all of your behavior comes from your state. What is your state? Your state is kind of like what's going on, the internal radio chatter going on in your head. Okay, tracking with me? Put a 1 in the comments if you're tracking with me. Great. So next we have, can I do a curvy line? Let's see if it'll let me. Oh. That is not it. I don't know how to delete things on here. Delete. Perfect. Hey, now I can delete this. Delete. Bye. Awesome. Okay. So we're just going to draw. Okay. So can I make her a thick sister? Ooh, cute. Okay, great. So this, that's, wow. That's going to really mess up some type A people. I'm type A, but I can't draw. Okay. So next, can I change colors? That'd be fun. Okay. I have ADHD. Can you tell? Okay. So this next is, what are the results that we do want? Okay. So how do we actually change these things? What are the things that we want? So wrong mindset, what I call this is the winner's identity. This is what we have to win. And it's why so many of you guys are not winning your pageants. Okay. The next thing that we have to have is a consistent and persuasive messaging / communication. Okay. And then this last part is authentic actions. And I like to call this like congruency too. Okay. So that like authenticity, I could get into this for days. It's kind of like neurolinguistic programming stuff, but authenticity is a lot about what you're not doing rather than what you're doing. Okay. So this is what we need. And then that produces, let me make sure I'm getting this right. So that produces confidence. This produces meaning and impact, which is literally what all of you guys want. Okay. Now you might be asking, okay, well, how the heck? Easier said than done, Megan, of course. But how do I get a winner's identity? Like just go out and get your identity, like pick it up at the store. Okay. So I like to call it this. You have to be able to see her. Like, what is the vision of exactly what the winner looks like? Are you visualizing it? We do like mirror work. Like, do you actually know what it looks like, what it quacks like, what it walks like, what it talks like? And are you practicing that every single day? The second part is we teach you how to be her. Okay. So everything from, do you know how to do hard things? Are you keeping your promises to yourself every single day? Are you doing role play? Are you acting as if in your real life? Do you have a check-in, check-out process for your mindset and your emotions? Are you role playing in your real life of like showing up in the world as this person? And yeah, it's so much fun. Are you being her in your everyday life? And then the third part is you have to learn how to back her. Okay. So everything from, teaching yourself how to fundraise, operating with integrity. We have a promise tracker that we do, like I talked about, part of congruency and building trust with yourself to be able to back yourself in the interview and back yourself showing up in the world and online and these different things is showing up in your world every single day. So a little other bonus graphic, I guess. So with the promise tracker, right? So just imagine here for a second. Let me make sure you guys can see this. So again, just imagine like how stressful it is if like this is pageant day. This is pageant day. Okay. And this is like today. This is 1 month from now. This is 2 months from now. This is 3 months from now. Okay. What most people do is like they're kind of consistent and they're not. And they're kind of consistent and they're not. And they're kind of Then like a week before, like right here, they try to convince themselves like, be confident, be her, act like her, be confident, stop comparing yourself. But in reality, the last 3 months of your life have looked like this. That's, again, going to add pressure. Like we talked about, that is not fun. That is not fun. Okay, and this is why so many of you guys end up not performing how you have practiced, is because you've put yourself in a pressure cooker as opposed to acting like her. And I can teach you exactly how to do that. And what a beautiful gift to give yourself, to just like be congruent all the time, to be congruent with yourself every single day, like learning how to be authentic everywhere you show up in the world. Then all you got to do is glide into your pageant, which is so much more fun. And I put people through a matrix where I'm like, are you proving? Are you pretending? Or are you defending? And we want to learn how to show up in the world and not have to do any of those things, okay? Because if I'm walking in peacefully and I'm like, I got nothing to prove, pretend, or defend because I've just done the work every day, well, then how fun is that? Like, there's no pressure. I'm just like literally being. I'm literally existing. And that is so fun. Okay, let's move to consistent, persuasive messaging and communication. Okay, so like it or not, you have to be your biggest cheerleader and you have to walk around like you are the biggest billboard for yourself. And that has to feel okay. You have to be willing to take up space. That's part of that back her as well. Like, can you take up enough space to feel like you can carry power? Like, do you believe that you carry power, right? So much of this is mental, you guys. We got to work on that stuff. And that's kind of our bread and butter the last 10 years, is getting you to get out of your own way. And then teaching the rest of the stuff is super quick and easy, okay? So 3 parts of the messaging is clarify it. Like, what are we actually talking about? We have all these different, really simple three or four frameworks that we'll use. And just with those 3 or 4 frameworks, you can crush your interview. It doesn't have to be hard at all. Okay. So that's perfectly answering questions like, why me? I teach something called the heroine story. We teach you to gather like what are called super stories, which are your top 5 stories that you want to share. We have a framework called 5 mental frameworks to answer any question that will take care of all of your fears in interview and on-stage question. And then we have some frameworks for paperwork and platform as well. Then we move on to speak it. Okay. So this is again some frameworks to help you really lock in on persuasion. This is helping you to take up space specifically in your speaking and get really good at marketing yourself, understanding what speaking from the heart, what is a hook? How do I actually draw people in emotionally? How do I storytell? How do I become a captivating speaker? In the same way that you're still listening to this video, 20 minutes in, right? If I was just monotone and boring, or my behaviors weren't matching what was going on the inside, you'd be like, you're freaking weird. Like, I don't trust you, right? So there's a trust that comes from authentically and consistency, like a consistent persuasion and a consistent message, like, oh, her headshot matches with her platform, which matches with her paperwork, which like, oh yeah, she's the person I was kind of expecting when I walked in, or better, right? And then how we communicate just like makes sense head to toe. And then that's why we combine this with show it, which is the last portion, which is like social media, fashion, hair and makeup, brand, all the external stuff. Does this match the internal? Does this match like what's coming out of my mouth, where we're like, check, that's cool. Like, this makes a ton of sense. Okay. So now let's move on to the last portion, which is authentic actions and congruency. Okay. Super, super simple and easy. So this is own it, walk it, and deliver it. Okay, so what does this look like? Own it. This is everything from like posture, your energy calibration, presence drills, mirror work, video feedback, all of that. Walking it is, of course, walking patterns, transitions, body awareness, facials, arms, expressions, breathing, smiling, acting as if. We have an alter ego exercise that can fix your walk in 5 minutes or less. And then deliver it. And even the most tragic of walks, I have it on video, proven at Mastermind last year. The most tragic walks ever, boom, fixed. Actually, it was less than 5 minutes, to be honest. And then deliver it. This is where we can talk about talent. We can talk about emotional anchoring. We can talk about mock interviews. We can talk about practicing in your everyday life, showing up as the title holder, okay? And really learning how to showcase yourself in person and online in a way that you're practicing the delivery of exactly who you want to be and you need to be to win your pageant, okay? So what's cool is what we teach you how to do in 12 weeks or less, and you can go through this as fast as you want. I think I mentioned this in another video. Let me grab this over here. So super, super, super easy. We have you operate in 6-week sprints. So you have 2 a season. So like you got the first half of summer, you got the last half of summer. And what you're going to do This is like so fun. Can I make this bigger? Yeah, 6 weeks. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to choose a mission and you're going to get super focused on which part of this model that you want to accomplish. So the way that we roll is these are all like 3 to 5 minute little videos that have one idea, one action step, and they're super easy for you to follow and accomplish. And you sprint towards that mission. And at the end of the 6 weeks, we're like, hey, did we accomplish it? Did I not put enough into my mission? Did I put a little bit too much into my mission? And then you can give yourself some feedback and then you rock and roll again. And eventually you finish the entire wheel, which is super fun and awesome and gives you this massive sense of accomplishment. And the cool thing is that from the beginning, you know where you're headed. Like, you know, if I accomplish these things, I will put myself in the best position to winning my pageant, which is super awesome. Now, the unfortunate thing, we just have to speak to the elephant in the room, is like, no one can guarantee that you're going to win your pageant. I wish I could. I wish I could tell you that you just do these things and absolutely they will pick you. Well, I can't control if there is a bias, unfortunately, in the pageant system. That happens, 1 in 1,000 times. Or if for some reason the auditor got it wrong, right? These really little things that are extremely rare, however, they can happen, I suppose, right? But again, this is why that model that we talked about earlier of this thing, remember, winning your pageant is here. I'm going to teach you how to fund your pageant, and that's in a different course. And then like winning life and becoming the Proverbs 31 woman, that is what we're really after, okay? So I want to help you not only like learn the tactics, which is the easy part, but I want to help you become the person that you need to become to accomplish God's plan for your life and the calling and the destiny that is on your life, okay? So that is why pageants are not that serious. They are not that serious, okay? Like, I want you to have fun. I want you to learn 9 things, okay? See her, be her, back her, clarify it, speak it, show it, own it, walk it, deliver it. And if you can learn those 9 things, okay, you can win your pageant. It is not supposed to be that difficult. It is not supposed to take forever. You're not supposed to take literally 7 years spending tens of thousands of dollars to do this thing, okay? But the first thing that we have to do is really shift our mindset that this is like so hard and so important. I'm like, it's important. Like, don't get me wrong. I mean, I believe you should invest in this course and I know it's going to change your life. I've put my soul's work into this thing to make it the most efficient thing in the whole world, and I'm really proud of that. We launched this July 1st, 2025, by the way. So you guys can sign up. I'm going to take a beta class of people who want to go through this, and it will launch July 1st. So if you're watching this after July 1st, it's out. Congratulations. But you guys can sign up now at the link below if you want to join and get this transformation and, win your pageant this year. But I really want to encourage you guys, like, think bigger than this. So many of you guys just needed that as a first step today. Like, the first domino has to be that, like, take yourself out of the pressure cooker. This is supposed to be easy and fun, okay? Like, it's a pageant. You could literally be deciding whether a country goes to world war, and this is just a pageant. Okay, that's it. All right. So that's what I got for you guys today. You guys can click below if you guys want access to look around the Crown and Ready course. And Pageants Made Simple. It's called that for a reason, because this is important in your life. Obviously, it's worth the time, talent, and treasure to do this and gain the meaning, the confidence, and the impact that you want to have in the future, and to alleviate those frustrations and the fears and the worries of what you're feeling like right now, the identity crisis, the inconsistent action, the weird behavior that we want to overcome, right? Those are really important things, so that if I want to have a public speaking career or start a business or start a nonprofit or get a promotion at work or have a healthy, happy marriage one day, I do need to fix those things in my identity, in my behavior, and in my communication. I have to fix those things. They will serve me in a pageant, but they will also serve me in life, okay? Now, I love you guys so much, again, that I've also created a payment plan for you guys. So you can either buy it for $1,000 pay in full, or I've given you guys an option for a payment plan as well. It just ends up being a little bit more expensive because it's just a little bit more work on my team's end. So choose whichever one you want. But here's my encouragement to you. Don't let a good thing pass you by, okay? Let's focus on, okay, how quickly can I get this stuff together? and just learn all this stuff and do all this stuff to be ready for my pageant and become that level of that next version of myself. So now I can go working on the fun stuff, and I can close this chapter of my life, have the impact, the meaning, the confidence, the influence that I want. And then I can tell you from experience, because guess what? Pageants don't change your life inherently, okay? It's how you want to show up in this world to change your life and let God work through you, because you have the right identity, because you have the skills to be a match for greatness in this world, and because you have consistency, which builds trust with yourself, which your gift is going to make a place for you because God promotes on faithfulness and integrity, okay? So I want you to start dreaming about, okay, I got to go get this Crown and Ready confidence course or pageant course. Let's go do that. Check that box. Awesome. Join the group program. There's some upsells for you if you guys want to have more support in the group, or internally you can also buy 3 packs of one-on-ones as you guys go through this as well. There's a special, I think, when you guys are checking out or whatever. You can work with my coaches just to make sure that like you get it. But then let's get excited about like after, how many other great things God has for you. And that's where the real fun begins. Okay, so I've so enjoyed speaking with you guys today. However you got to this video, I believe that it's divine timing, and I believe that you're here on purpose for a purpose. And not only would I be honored to be your coach and help you win your pageant, but so much more after that. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Click below.